I became aware of my gender identity probably several times throughout my life. I think coming out has been kind of a continual process for me. I knew that I was kind of in the other category pretty much my entire life. And it took well into my later 20s to realize that fitting into a category of male or female just wasn't something that was going to happen for me, but also was extremely liberating when it was something that I actually recognized. My name is Tyne, and my pronouns are they, them, and theirs. The things that give me strength to live as my authentic self definitely come from being in a loving relationship, having a child who I have always tried to champion to be all of the things that she wants to be and needs to be healthy and happy, which you can't do if you're not doing that for yourself. The current situation in Indiana and how the trans population is being treated and under-resourced in all commodities. I think that the largest feeling that I have is disappointment. I'm sad to see the folks who aren't necessarily allies, who haven't done their homework, who could be exacting change, be a little bit more apathetic than they should be. It's just hard to watch as a person who sees how directly harmful and impacting these sorts of things are on my community. Folks should be able to be their authentic self. Folks should be able to live a life that's healthy and safe and sane for them. And I think that when you have a climate, whether it's political or social, that isn't going to allow people to have those kinds of permissions, then you're basically continuing the idea and concept that people are less than. I think that the most important thing in my perspective to being a good ally and a good support for folks is meeting them where they are, making sure that the needs that they have are the ones that are truly theirs and not on some sort of agenda. I think that it's very important to be mindful of how hard it is to accept help, especially from outside groups sometimes. So I think that providing a very compassionate and very focused approach for folks and making sure that you're allowing them to take up space instead of taking up the space for yourself is of the biggest help. The pronouns that you should use for trans people are very individualized to the person, the same as they are with any other subset or group of folks. So I think what it's important and imperative to remember is that when you are talking to another person, checking in with them about the preferences that they have is absolutely encouraged and necessary. I think that after people hear my story and any of the ones in the trans community here in Indy, the most important takeaway for all of us, and specifically for me, is that even if you think that you are a person who knows about the trans community in Indianapolis, you should still be doing homework, finding out what the most important intersect is that you have in your value system, and making sure that you're inserting yourself as an ally in the places that we need you the most. I'm transgender, I'm a Hoosier, I belong here.